Tell us real quick what happened, man.
I'll just give a quick demonstration of my testimony. My name's Bodie. I'm from Kirbyville, and I belong to Abundant Life Church, a wonderful church, and I did receive the Holy Spirit about 2-3 years ago, and that's the gift of talking in tongues. And I call that a game changer. I don't know about y'all, but it was very wonderful. But you know, a year ago I was going through a season. It was real tough. It was involving my daughter, and it was real sensitive for me. So it began to be a dark place for me. And you know, I stopped after work one day. I don't know what I was thinking. You know, I stopped and got a beer. You know, and I shouldn't have done that. And the old saying is, it was back off to the races. So just long story short, I went through a year of kicking the bricks, and God has delivered me from so much. I mean, so much in my past. I know I've witnessed it. I know what he can do. I know of his capabilities, and he's wonderful. But I kept kicking the bricks, and I just kept drinking, and it got worse. And then I ended up started taking kratom with that alcohol, and that was a big mistake. I'm not going to explain what it is because I'm not going to give glory to kratom, but I'm going to say that it made me kind of lose my mind a little bit, just frustrated, and I'm like, Jesus, I know you could take this. You've done it. But I kept praying. So I was led to come to Unity, and I've been to Unity before, and I want to give a hands up for Unity. It's a really great place. People have been saved there, and there's nothing wrong with getting help, and that's so I did. And I also want to say the devil is very, very patient. He's a patient lion, and he is waiting to devour the children of God. If you ain't accepted Jesus in your life, well, you're okay. He already has you. But I am a child of God, and so here I was. So in Unity, I came here, I guess, about Tuesday or Wednesday, I can't remember, and I had noticed I started having withdrawals. And I really wasn't aware what kratom was doing, but it was muscle dystrophy. I was sweating really bad in my sleep. It was a nightmare. I was like, when you take your sleep away, that's kind of serious. It's like, man, I love my sleep. And so I was coming here, and I was sitting a few rows back, and it just hit me again, the muscle dystrophy. I'm like, man, I'm in church. Not now, please. You know, I want to enjoy this. And it just hit me all over my body. And he called up anybody who needed prayer, and I came up here. And, man, he laid his hands on me, and I can't describe the warm, tingly feeling. Not muscle dystrophy, but God. The warm, tingly feeling came over me. And, man, let me tell you what, that stuff went away. It don't just happen like that unless you've had Jesus or you've been prayed over. And it just went away. And I'm tell you what, I went and got some wonderful, peaceful sleep. I didn't wake up with my sheets soaked, my shirt soaked. I woke up a living child of God and healed.
Let me add to that. So people don't realize that people are healed from DTs. How many can give God praise for doing that, man? So if that's true, then a lot of what we're trying to do to break addiction is not even touching the spiritual issue, because a spirit of addiction was clinging to him, and even as he was trying to sit in the service, was trying to manifest the detox in his body, because he was kind of going through it, but when he was sitting in church, it got really bad. How many's ever sat in church and all of a sudden went flared up some kind of pain or some kind of weird things going on in your body? So people don't realize that because we believe in what we see, you know what I mean? And we see only the physical plane. So there's a whole different thing happening in the spiritual plane. But anyway, Bodie, we love you, man, and it's only the beginning.